Hey, welcome to Soft Life and Sips for this beautiful, beautiful Monday night. How are we all? Remember to jump into the chat. I actually have it up and working this time. Now, I'm also doing this solo, so meaning I don't have my brilliant husband tech guy home at all to be able to help me. So if you are watching, please just get in the chat so that I know that you're there, but also so that I know that you can hear me. Oh my God. So how's the vibe? How are we feeling? How are we seeing in this Monday? My gosh, did anyone do anything special for Mother's Day? I'm going to tell you a little bit about my Mother's Day afterwards because it was just magical, and it sort of ties us into our theme of this week of create the magic in your life. And if you haven't already checked out the full YouTube video, please head on over there and go give it a watch because it's all about creating magic in your everyday life. Woo! So tonight, I thought I was going to change it up a little bit tonight because, last week it was like, oh my God, I was so nervous and I was a bit all over the place. We clearly were not great with time. So we also didn't finish the recipe. So I felt like I really ripped you off. So tonight we're definitely going to finish the recipe. And tonight, what I'm actually making tonight is a beef curry. So it is a quick and easy after work beef curry that you can just whip up without too much effort and thought. So if you know me well or don't know me well, whichever way you're about to find out, is I do like to do a lot of from scratch cooking, but I'm also not here to make your life more difficult, right? So, I get it. I have been like the addict of hustle culture, right? And the boss babe and the boom, boom, boom and doing it all. So I know what it's like to finish work, get on home and have to put on a meal on the table that's sort of healthy and nutritious. And, before I would go to my sort of store-boughty sort of stuff, where now we're sort of leaning a bit more into cooking, but I still want to make it convenient, easy and fun. All right. So of course I do more in-depth ones. This is a bit of an easy one. So we're going to do this one together tonight. How does that sound? Does that sound good? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I don't know, do you guys have a drink in hand? We might have a cozy tea, or a bit like me, I've got a little bit of the red wine in the kitchen. We've got some music in the background, so we can have a bit of a dance, a little bit of fun. So let's get started. All right, so first step I'm going to do in the pot is we're going to brown the beef. All right, so nice and easy. A little bit of oil. Not too much, but just enough. This always looks like I'm putting in so much more than what I really am because it goes so slow. All right, we're going to turn this bad boy on. Beautiful, look at that. Ta-da! What's your sort of go-to Monday night meal? What do you guys like? Huh? Tell me a bit about that. As I said, jump in the chat. Don't be a stranger. And don't tell me this time if I actually have the chat up and then no one chats in there and I'll be like, oh my gosh. So we're a family of 3. So we're cooking for 3 tonight. Now we also have a bit of thing like there's 2 ways you could go about this, right? So if your family was into leftovers and things like that and you just wanted to make your life easy, or like it's something I would normally do is do it for lunch the next day. But as we know, I am glorious full-time doing this, so I don't have to worry about that right now. But I would usually sometimes do it for lunch, for a quick and easy lunch at work. But the boys in my house are a little fussy. All right, so we don't really, I don't like leftovers and reheated food. So I really am looking at my, So my serving sizes and stuff like that now as well, so that we're making sure that I'm only going to cook what we're actually going to eat, because I just want to eliminate as much waste as possible. You know what it's like these days, cost of living, all that sort of stuff. Like I don't want to be wasteful. So that's what we're doing. So this serving is for 3 people. All right. So I have 500 grams of just chuck beef. I just go to my local butcher, ask him for it, and he does it all for me. So it's amazing. Look at that, nice and easy. I'm just going to give this a quick rinse because I'm going to need to use it again in a sec to put the meat back on. We don't want mini tongs. I don't want mini tongs. I want big ones. So we're just going to let that brown. While that's browning, I'm going to do a little bit of onion. In our family, we don't do a lot of onion because some of us don't tolerate it so well. So we definitely don't want to poison people for dinner. I'm going to put that half over there because I'm not going to use it yet. I'm going to pop that over there. And away we go. I have to keep an eye on my dog because we have new curtains today and now I'm like paranoid he's going to go eat them all. It just scares me. I'm like, no. No. Nice, finely chopped. That wasn't so fine. What is that? He made the weirdest noise. Sounded like a burp. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh my God, the tears. The tears are actually here. Stop it. Stop it. Ah. Oh God. Just me giving up now on life. Oh God. Oh. Okay. So how do you all stop that? I don't know. You tell me. If anyone's got good tips, pop them in there. Oi, oi, oi. Oh my goodness. I've just really checked my recipe, so I've got everything, making sure it's all good to go and that it's all happening. All right. Going to give these a little turn because they're browning nicely in here. This is honestly, it's a nice basic meal, but it's so full of flavour. I made this for the first time. Now, so I'll give you a little bit of a history with me, right? Is that I have hated cooking my whole life. Like I just hate it. And when you really hate something, then you're just really terrible at it as well because you just don't want to do it. So pretty much most of our meals would be made out of just something that came out of the freezer, you know, like chicken tendies, chicken nuggets, you know, whatever. I could just potato gems, you know, boom, whatever I could whack on. That's sort of what it was, right? Like it just, I hated cooking just with a passion. And last year, so I talk about perimenopause a lot and perimenopausal health. And, you know, like my body has just been doing all these like crazy things and things like weight gain and all that sort of stuff. It's been a nightmare. And I started getting really interested in about what I was putting in my body and how that was also like impacting my hormone health because there's just so many like sort of preservatives and additives and all that sort of stuff. So trying to take that away and trying to learn to cook from scratch. And I was just doing it one recipe at a time. And I just get a recipe off the net from a cookbook and I just wing it and I just go for it, right? And the more that I started doing that, I started enjoying it. So now I actually enjoy cooking, which is just crazy. If you had told 20-year-old me that I would enjoy cooking and gardening and doing these things, I would have told you were butt-fuck crazy. Like, no way. All right, this is nearly brown. Just got to do, you know, just a little bit more because we want it to be nice and tender. So it's just making sure we just got that browning all over. It's only a couple little pieces. Just need to move them around. But yeah, so I don't want to find recipes that are really complicated to do either. I want it easy. I want it to be fun. I want it to be enjoyable. I want it to be manageable, and I just don't want to be exhausted at the end, right? So that's my aim when it comes to this side of things. So back to Mother's Day. Oh my God. Honestly, Mother's Day was by far, it was probably the best Mother's Day that I've ever had. And it was just beautiful. And it was sort of really low key, but it was sort of fancy at the same time, which I love. So what we did is we just had the mamas here. We just had the mamas here. And I just put on this beautiful spread, so like a high tea. So there was like fresh baked focaccia and scones and cheesecake. And I went to the local gluten-free bakery and got things like, my dog just knocked the camera. Here he is. We just went and I got like little, pies, pasties and stuff like that for high tea. And so they helped me out big time with that, which was amazing. So I was so happy. And so that was one less thing to do, right? So it was nice and easy. So then I just had to, just had to heat that stuff up. But the other stuff I cooked on the day, like the scones and everything like that, whipped up the cream, and then just used all my beautiful, beautiful servingware and just set the table. It was just so beautiful. Oh my God. And it wasn't much effort. And it was just, it's funny, right? Like Mother's Day is funny, right? Like I think when you are at different seasons of your life, you need different things from Mother's Day, right? So, like literally when you are like a new mom, and your kids are young, probably, and this is definitely what I wanted to do back in the day. Look at that, nice brown meat. Was I just wanted nothing more than having like a sleep in, and just really those sort of things. I just wanted to sleep in and sort of almost, my coffee and just sort of be, have those basic things that you just don't get. But my son's 14 now, so it's not like I don't have a little baby that wakes me up. Now, we'll come back to that. Hold that thought. What we're just going to do now, these onions are going to go in. So we're going to put things that are aromatic, right? Nice smelling stuff. That's going to go in first. And as I said, I'm using a recipe here, so don't think I just know how to do this off by heart, because I don't. Oh, Joe Mundy says, hey, Bodie. I would lift him up, but I don't think you want dog hair on your food. So, oh. Don't worry, babe, I only put a little bit of onion in. But I definitely want some more onion. Now, what I'm trying to do with this is it's not going to be quite one pot, because obviously I need to cook rice, but as one pot as possible as well. So that's just nice and easy. All right. Then we're going to get into some of the fresh. So instead of on a Monday night, instead of like, if you've got fresh ginger and everything on hand, you've got the energy, bloody well go for it. But if you don't, make your life easy. All right. Garlic, ginger. Let's check how much we need. I have this really bad habit of misreading tablespoon and teaspoon. So the other day I nearly just went crazy on turmeric. Check out my butter chicken video. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, all right. So I'm always going to do more than what they say. That's just how I roll. Hey, Bodie boy. So I'm just going to go garlic. Boom. In she goes. Then we're going to do teaspoons, right? No, tablespoons. Ooh, tablespoons. All right. There we go. Done. Nice and easy. Let's stir that around a little bit. You start smelling it. It smells amazing. How fabulous. Woo! Oh, that's what we want. This is that bit I'm talking about with the aromatics. My husband's jumped into the chat and I told him about the onion. He said, your funeral. Yes, it is my funeral. Oh dear. Anyway, so if we go back to, hang on, I've got to check my recipe, see where I'm at. Garlic, ginger, and now the spices. All right. So we've got a lot of spices here, so I'm going to take you through them. If I can open them. sure that's got hardly anything in it. We're going to go to the big one. 1 tablespoon of mustard powder. Excuse me, Bodie. Excuse me, Bodie. He just wants to be in the video, I think. Here we are, 1 teaspoon. This is where I nearly did myself in last time. All right. These are the shakers. I don't need the shakers. I want to just get on in there. I'm heavy-handed. I don't care. We're good. We're going for it. Just want to make sure that still, I don't want it to burn. Ah, when you do that, it smells so incredible. It smells so good. Oh. All right, 1 teaspoon of paprika and 1 teaspoon of turmeric. We can do that. Paprika. In she goes. Turmeric. This is where I nearly went wrong with the butter chicken. I only put like 2 tablespoons in. It was crazy. Oh, golly gosh. I'm just going to pop in just, if you could see, it's just going, it's a bit dry, so we don't want it to be too dry. We want it to still be delightful. Oh, she smells good. It's the only thing with streaming, there's no smell-o-vision, right? Ah. All right, fabulous. All right, I think we've got it. All right. Now I will put in just a little salt and pepper as well to taste. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, next part, we're going to do tomato paste. All right. It is 2 tablespoons tomato paste. Oh, do I have 2 in this one? Don't worry, I've got another jar. The great thing is, because now that we do a lot of from scratch cooking or almost from scratch, is that it means that I have a lot of like just this stuff sort of laying around, which is good. So it means that, you know, I can just pop down. We've got a local butcher just down the road. Go down there, get some meat, off we go. We're good to go. We're good to go. Now we're also doing beef stock. Now, I actually make my own beef stock, but for tonight we're using this one because it is just a little bit easier than defrosting the one that I've got. And because the idea of this as well is I just want to show you that you can make a quick and easy meal after work without too much effort. All right, so you don't need to go to the effort of making your own stock. Bonus points if you do, but if you don't, this will do, okay? We need that. Oh, I feel like if my music's gone off, it's because my husband stole it. All right, and we're just going in with a cup of that. How fabulous. Fabulous. All right. Now, let's see what else we need to do. All right. And we just need to, oh, delicious. Now that looks like a curry paste. Oh, so good. Oh, literally chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Bodie. Did you guys see that? Did you see that? We have a thief. We have a thief. He is always trying to steal that. How rude. It's really fucking rude. He just looks at me with the cutest face. How could I ever just be? I just couldn't. I just couldn't. All right. Now, meat. Back in she goes. Just like that. How fabulous. Oh, I'm just making sure she's all nice and covered. It looks so good. It looks so good. So, funny enough, guess what? That's all we actually have to do. What I'm going to do though is going to move it. This middle burner is like the big one, and it's like it's on steroids, absolute steroids. So we're going to just move it off. Where'd the tea towel go? I'd use my oven mitt, but someone stole it. Someone stole it. So all we're aiming for this one is a simmer. So nice, easy simmer. All right. Over she goes. Let's turn that middle one off. I feel like that's a little, just a little higher. There we go. See how she goes. Oh, music is gone. How sad. So anyway, back to my story. Mother's Day. Fantastic, amazing, all the amazing things. So it was just beautiful, right? And so one thing I spoke about in my YouTube video that came out on Friday was about making the moments magic. So making magic moments in your life, basically, right? And how it is just so important because it's just one of those things, right, where life can literally slip you by. It can slip you by. And it can slip you by where you are, you know, busy working, busy doing this, busy doing that. And then before you know it, you know, capiche, you're at the end. And it's like, excuse me, no dishwasher for you. And so it's really important to make magic moments, right? Like, and a little bit of that too is about taking your power back too, right? Like we wait for these, you know, I talk about finding joy in the small everyday things, because otherwise we sit there and we're just waiting for these magical moments to happen, or we're waiting for other people to make them happen for us. You know, same with like joy. We don't go out seeking joy. We just wait, you know, like for these big, you know, wait for the house and the marriage and, you know, the babies and you know, we worry about these milestones and then we just don't celebrate the small stuff. So I think it's really important about making magic moments. So that's what we did on Mother's Day, is we just made the moment magical. So it was just a beautiful spread, and the mamas come over and we just laughed, we listened to music, we drank wines, we had like high tea, hot tea, as well as, you know, champagne, because you just have to. And then in the afternoon, we just went out on the deck because it was just beautiful weather, and we just played darts. We sat back in just the fresh air and just relaxed. It was amazing. But what I was saying too, though, right, is that I think when you're in different, you got to honor the season that you're in too, right? So for me, like I woke up early before everyone else on Mother's Day, and I took my dog out for a walk, and I sat back and I enjoyed my coffee in the quiet, because these are just things that I love to do. And same with the baking, right? So it was the same with the baking, with all the stuff on Mother's Day. It's because I did it not because I felt that I had to perform, not because I felt that I had to do it. You know, it's because I actually wanted to do it. Because if I didn't want to do it, that's not what we would have done, plain and simple. So it was just a day spent doing all my favorite things and just making the day. It was just like, it was little magic. It was just beautiful, you know, like it just was incredible. So, you know, that's what we talk about with, you know, don't wait. Don't put your life on hold. Don't sit in the waiting room of your life, right? You've got to live it. You've got to enjoy it. And you've just got to, you know, do the things, make it beautiful, make it pretty, take that power back for yourself, right? And I think the other thing that's really important as well is doing it in your own, you know, like in your own time, in your own way. But just because life, you know, like my life is, you know, we've had an intense year. Like there's no denying that. And last week, you know, as you know, shit really hit the fan, unexpected redundancy. So that security that we had just, whipped out away from you with no, literally told 3 weeks earlier that our jobs were safe, like it's just, and if I sat there and I waited for life to get perfect before I started enjoying it, before I started, living it, so to speak, then I'd be dead before it happened. And so that's where I'm like, that responsibility is on me to make my life, my moments, and those around me, my family, to make it beautiful and magical, because it just makes all the difference. And then it's just, I don't know, it just helps me to feel more at peace as well, because there's so much chaos and everything going around, and so much that I can't control, that taking my power back and making magical moments, that's me taking my power back. That's something I can control, right? And it just then feels good, and it makes everything else not seem or feel as bad, because it's just a little less quiet. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on a quick be right back, just because my puppy dog needs to go out. So give me a second and I'll be right back, okay? All right, we are back. False alarm, false alarm. We just got our shears installed today. So so now goes across the back door where he's been going out, like the door that he uses to go out to the toilet. And what we find is that anytime there's like a little bit of change, he sort of freaks out a little bit. So he doesn't, he just forgets how to dog. So we, oh, wow, it's going nice. I'm just going to turn that down just a little. So I just like to just be on the ball, just in case he needs to go out. Do you want to see him? I think you do. Should I bring Bodhi up on stream? Because I've got a bit of time before we have to worry about rice. I do, right? Oh, not so much time. Oh. But do you want to see him? Because I can bring him up if you do. You have to put it in the comments. If you want to see him, you got to put it in the comments. He's eating his treaties. He loves it so much. So for those who don't know, Bodhi is a Labrador. He is, I think he's 5 months today. Is it today? Oh, it was Sunday. Mother's Day was his 5-month birthday. How is your birthday? Would you like to say hello to the people on stream? Don't worry, I'll wash my hands after. Don't freak out. Bodhi, come here. All right. He's really heavy now because he's not little. Come here, darling. Come here, darling. Oh my God. Oh gosh, that was more me about trying to hold him. He is like, I don't know, he'd be well over 20 kilos now. Did you say hello to everyone, did you? I go wash my hands now. I can't pick you up again. Oh my God. So cute. So cute. I'm addicted to the dog, let me tell you. It's cool because right now I get to be like a full like stay-at-home dog mom. And we love it. So this is doing its thing, right? So we're going to leave this until like another 15 minutes doing its thing just like that. And then we're going to add in some coconut milk and a little garam masala. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Sounds fancy. Sounds fancy. We're just going to put some stuff in the dishwasher because we need to. Have you got more treaties? I put his bed just down there just so then he could just sit and watch because he loves being in the kitchen. And sometimes that's really annoying because he likes to lay right where you need to step. Oh, how fabulous. Oh my gosh. So we need to do rice next though. So I hate to say it, but I am not the queen of rice. My husband is definitely the king of rice. Rice and mashed potatoes is his forte. So we're just gonna have to wing it and go for it. All right, but the one things that I will pick up from him is we are absolutely going to rinse our rice, okay? Where's my rice? It's here. It's here. All right. Oh, that one's not going to fit. All right. I think I'm just going to do a cup of rice or just under. That's half cup. We will fill that one right up. I totally forgot what I was doing there. We can blame the wine for that. All right. I'm feeling like that is way too much rice. Anyway, I guess worst case scenario, there's rice for the dog. As I say, as I don't like to waste, but you know, you also want the rice, you want the curry to go down into the rice and, you know, it's all the goodness. All the goodness. Oh, so just remember, if you are watching the replay, please leave a comment and let me know where you're from, how you found me. It'd be amazing. It'd be good to connect. And if you do want to, you can follow me. All my handles are all the same. It's all at Hills Homestead Queen. So please, if you're watching me on Twitch, please go subscribe to me on YouTube. If you're watching me on YouTube and you've got Twitch, make sure you go give me a follow over there. I'm just new to Twitch. Well, I'm actually new to all the platforms, let's be honest. So I am literally just starting out. So, you know, your support actually means the world to me. So it's just, we're so close to hitting, like, and what I mean, like, I literally mean I've been like on the platforms, like on Twitch, this is like my second week on Twitch. On YouTube, I've probably been on there about I created my account at the end of last year, but I've only just proactively been doing it. Bodhi, away from the curtains. We don't do it there. But I've only actively been doing it for the past just over a month. So, and we are at 79 subscribers on YouTube. So we're looking like our first milestone is obviously the 100. So we will pop some champagne when that happens. So we're so close. So if you're not there yet, please go over there and follow me. I would be forever grateful. And just more so, like, if you want nice, cozy content, I do a lot of like vibey content and then a lot of, you know, educational. I sort of want to be, I want to teach you the things your mama might not have taught you, you know, that sort of stuff. I want this place to be somewhere where you can come on a Monday night eat your dinner, have a wine, have a chat about whatever it is that you want to have a chat about. You know, maybe impart a little bit of wisdom here in my kitchen. Who knows? That's the aim, but I would love for you to help me grow. All right, rice. Eye back on the prize, okay? So we did a cup of rice. So that means that we want 2 cups of water, okay? So especially, this is a basmati rice for us, for those playing at home. A bit of a basmati family. So you always want, in this instance, like with this type of grain, you want twice the amount of water of, you know, like, so it's 2 parts water to 1 part rice, okay? But we can't just leave it there, because I don't know about you, I don't want boring rice. I don't want boring rice. So I am gonna pop a little, thinking turmeric, it will make it like a yellow rice, obviously, because it's yellow. So maybe just a little bit in there. That was everywhere. I definitely do not want to touch my beautiful white curtains with that. Yes, I'm obsessed with my curtains. I get it. These are the things. You turn 40 and then all of a sudden you get like excited about gardening. If you knew my background, I'm not even joking when I tell you my dad has like a 2-acre garden, and they try and get me in there all the time. I hated it so much. And now the first thing that I've done in this house is a garden bed. Like, when did that happen? When did that happen? I'm just ducking out here. You can still hear me. Don't be afraid. Chicken salt for everything. I know that's a bit weird, but instead of putting like sometimes what I love to do with rice, right, is to do like chicken stock. But not today. Not today, because we're doing it nice and easy. The things that you've probably already got in your cupboard. So I'm going to turn this up. I'm actually going to get it to go to a boil. All right. Excuse me, Bodie. That's what I mean. He's like actually right where I need to step. Oh. So I'm going to let that boil. Oh. This smells so good. Oh, man, I'm so excited. So that's definitely something that I've done as well. So, you know, I feel like I'm sharing my story all the time, but, you know, it's a journey and that's how we got here. But this year has been like a massive, massive wake-up call to me about my life, how it feels, how it looks, how I want it to be, and how it wasn't that. You know, I was busy, as I said, a bit of a hustle queen. You know, I was like chasing the hustle, chasing the corporate life, chasing like more, because that's what society told me I should do. And I'm just not, I don't know, I just got to this point, I'm just like, wow, I'm just actually not happy. You know, and on paper I should be, you know, I have the beautiful home and the beautiful family and the great job and, you know, doing all those things, but I was just that worn out and that busy that I was just miserable, right? You know, like I was exhausted and I was just running on empty and doing everything. You know, when you actually run on empty, you know, let me tell you something, especially to the ladies. Are you listening? There is no honor in being exhausted. There is no honor in pouring from an empty cup. Let me tell you, you know, we think that it's this badge of honor, like we can do it all. We're going to do it all. But we do that at the expense of ourselves, right? And what happens when we do that is that we start giving what is left to everybody else. Right? So we're not pouring from it. We're pouring from an empty cup. The dregs, right? The dregs. And, you know, you're giving that exhausted, bitter, you know, did I say exhausted? Part of yourself, right? When you're doing that. So you're giving that to your kids, right? Which, you know, when you give that to your kids, what does that mean? It means that you are short-tempered, you are, you know, irritable and annoyed and all these sort of things. So you're not actually giving them the best. So it is not a badge of honor to do that. So don't do it. Don't do it. Seriously. But it takes you a certain point in life to get there to realize that, because that's where I am. And then that's what I'm sort of hoping, is that I can, like, you know, show you that and teach you that, so you don't have to make the mistakes that I made. You don't have to go to burnout, you know. You've got, like, your good old Auntie Tash here, like, helping you out and being like, hey, babe, have you taken a moment of self-care today? Have you looked after yourself today? Have you done something that brings you joy today? Like, that's what we're here for, all right? That's the point, all right? That is the point. Rice is going good. We just need it to get up to a boil. This is simmering away like a little, like, God, she is main character energy over here, let me tell you. So excited. Let's get rid of some of this rubbish. Because I guess the point of getting to the end of this as well is I actually should plate this up for you so you can see what it looks like. Because we definitely, sorry, I'm off screen again. We definitely missed out on that last time, and I felt really bad. I felt like, as I said, I felt like I ripped you off. You came here probably for some cooking, who knows, bit of a chat, and I just spoke at you. Spoke at you. Oh no. Oh no, we're out of wine, oh no. Don't worry, there's more in the cupboard. All right. What you doing, baby? He wants the treaties. Should I give him the treaties? I think he needs the treaties. Do you want to say, oh gosh. Do you want to say hello again? I feel like he needs a chair. He needs a chair right here so he can be on stream saying hello. Hello, baby. As I said, obsessed with the dog. I'm seeing if you can see him. No, he may be at the top of his head. He's just here. What are you doing? You can just see his nose, can't you? Everyone wants you to say hello. He needs more trees. More treaties. More treaties. More treaty. Oh, yes. He's been a hungry boy today because he's a growing boy. So I know when he gets extra ultra hungry, he's just like, he's growing. I'm just going to move this over here. All right. Can you hear that? Rice is bubbling. So now what we want to do, we're going to turn this one down now to a simmer. Lid is on. What time have we got? 7:10. 5 more minutes. And then what I'm going to add in is some of this coconut milk and some garam masala. Apparently, if I want to intensify the flavour. That's what it tells me. Now, would anybody like to know where I got this recipe from? I'd love to tell you it was a handed down recipe, but it is not. It is from ChatGPT. GPT, whatever it is, from there. And yes, I'm addicted to AI for my cooking. I actually have a little homemaker section. Yep, it helps me with my schedule of when I should be cleaning and doing things, and it helps me with all my food plans and all my recipes and my shopping lists. Work harder, not smart. No, work smarter, not harder. Too many wines. So that is where we are at with that one. All right, so it wants me. All right, okay. We are ready. We're so good. Okay. Now, what we're doing now, last step. I'm going to take this lid off. Holy shit balls. I'm so excited about how that smells. All right. We want a teaspoon of this. This is a half a teaspoon measurement because I just put the teaspoon one in there. So 2 of these. Yes, queen. She is sturdy. It's so good. I'm so excited about it. It feels like a win. Haven't tasted it yet, but if it smells anywhere near as good as it, beautiful. This is coconut milk, all right? You do coconut cream, coconut milk. Just use whatever you've got, really, at the end of the day. It was telling me, well, it said coconut cream. I use normal milk, so whatever. So if it was a cream, would be a little thicker, but I'm just going to use whatever I've got in the cupboard. And so should you, right? Like, don't be afraid to sort of, you know, take liberties here. Take liberties. All right. Now we're going to see if we need salt and pepper is really where we're at. I feel like it needs a taste test. What do you think? Shall we taste it? While this is like nearly getting there, I just want to taste this. Oh, so good. It needs salt, but it was good. Oh, that is so nice. Again, this thing always looks like I'm going like absolutely bonkers, but I'm really not. It does not bring out that much salt. And it gets stuck all the time, so I was like, eh. All right, let's give that one a more taste test that one again. All right. And you'll come at me because this is like, whatever. Oh, so good. Okay, we're there. We are so there. So we're just going to turn this one up just slightly because what I actually want it to do, now that the lid is off, is just thicken up a little bit. It doesn't really, it's actually pretty good, but we're just going to just turn it up, bring the bubble back in now that we've taken the lid off. I should really turn this on. Put the fan on as well. Huh, fantastic. Oh, I'm so excited. So now all we're doing is we're just waiting for the rice. And she's coming along perfect. This is going to thicken up a little bit. We're nearly there. I feel like, bitch, please. We are like going to plate up in this stream. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. My boys will walk through the door any minute now because I've had soccer training. And then I'll get them set at the table and we'll have a beautiful, beautiful dinner. But as I said, if you haven't watched the video already, the YouTube video, please do. So it's about creating magic in your everyday life. And the reason why I'm saying to go and watch it is because, you know, this week I would love for you guys to do something to make the mundane magical. So just like picking a mundane task and making it special. Like, and I would love for you just to pick one little thing and do that and then tell me about it. Like, I want to know. And because, you know, people do different things too, right? Like when they're picking these magical moments of how they do things, you know, like one of my little go-to magical moments is definitely, I love putting candlelight for dinner. hello, like you'll have a family dinner. I'll be like, I'm just gonna pull out the candles. Like, how fucking delightful. Like, and then it's just like you sit there and you're like, wow, this is really, put on some soft music, and it's like, it's a little bit romantic, but even if we're just doing it as family, like it's just this really cozy, beautiful feeling. So that's one way that I like to create magic in my life. My bath time rituals have really leveled up lately as well. They are bathtub, beautiful bath salts, or whatever it is I want to put in there. And again, obsessed, candles. But oh my God, and then I just sit in there. I can literally sit in there for like an hour. It's just absolutely crazy. I've got a cough, hang on. Ah, it's a bit of the spice down the throat. But yeah, they're just, little things that you can do, right? Just to create this magic in your life and just to make moments, like, and I know with my son as well, like, them memories that he's like, oh, you remember that time we like had candlelight dinner? Like, he gets excited, he remembers that stuff, and it's just like that, it's just sort of special. So just give it a try. Just give it a try. Don't wait for your life to start, all right? So just, this week, if I can just inspire you to do anything, because let me tell you, like, and I said, and I go on about it a lot, but, it can just get taken away from you in a heartbeat. And I sort of saw that with my mum's diagnosis, right? Like, there was all these things that she wanted to do, and, and then it was just like, holy shit, like, it can get taken away for you tomorrow. And, like, and so that's, I preach to her about this stuff as well. Like, I'm like, go sit outside, go watch the sunset, like, take stock of those really, what might just be small moments in the day, like, just really make them something really, really special. Can you hear my dog? That's for eating, not for playing. Oh, this is going nicely. Yeah, life is for living. Like, just really go out there, like, and try, and that's like one thing, there's always that saying out there, right? Like, you can be, busy at work, and if you died, they would literally replace you tomorrow. Or they could literally turn around and make you redundant tomorrow. Like that is the world that we live in, They can know your personal circumstances. They can tell you that everything is fine, and then the next day, like, just take it all away from you. So just keep that in mind, when you're slaving, what is it really, really worth? That's what I'm not saying, and I'm not telling you here to go out, go quit your job tomorrow or go do this, because at the end of the day, the reality is that we all have bills, mortgages, and all that sort of stuff that needs to be paid. I totally get that because I'm there. But what I also just mean is, where's the balance? Because if you're doing like all this extra overtime for a company that doesn't even know your name, is it worth it? That's just the question. Red wine's going down nice. Oh, the rice is nearly ready. That's probably boiling a little bit too much now. Calm down. She's getting a little fired up. She's ready to go. How are we going for time? 7:21. So my big journey too that I am totally on is about the soft life. The soft life. And, coming from a girl who was this like hustle culture, but, boss babe, like ballsy, badass, kick-ass, that's all those things that I was, is that I definitely really looked down on. I'm a millennial, so I'm an older millennial. And we were also really taught about like homemaking, like stay at home. We turn our nose down to that. No, we're going out to work. We're going to do it all. And as I said, working that out for myself, that is just, it's not what I wanted. And that the things that we were told that probably were really bad, like being a stay-at-home mum, or, the importance of basic skills within the home, or spending time with your family, like, it just, for me, that's what I started working out was so much more important, being slow and being intentional, and disconnecting from all the noise around me so that I could reconnect with me, my intuition and my body, and work out what was really, really important to me. And that can actually be really hard to do, especially when you are like hustle culture addict. You know, hi, my name is Tash. I'm a formal hustle culture addict. Like when that is your life, you know, it's really hard to step away from. So if if you do feel called to and you would like some support or some guidance with any of that sort of stuff, I actually created something that's called the Soft Life Starter Kit. And it is just about making these teeny tiny micro changes and just supporting and guiding you through that if it is something that you feel inclined with. Obviously, if not, then that's not part of your journey right now. No stress. But if it is, there's a link in the bio, all right? Or there's a link in the description if you need it. If you don't, hey, good for you. Good, right? We're here together. Oofed. Okay. I think it's time. I think it's time. I'm making all the noise over here. This rice looks phenomenal. Oh no, the rice needs just a little bit. We're nearly there. And yes, I do one side. We're so close. We're literally like minutes away, people. Minutes away. Calm down. All right. Nice, easy meal. Now, and look, everyone's like slightly different with their meals too, right? We are a little bit more carnivore based. So this is why this recipe is also part of why it is the way that it is. Even though here we are having rice and I say that we're carnivore based. But that is just more the way that we lean towards anyway, put it that way. So, oh, I can hear the boys. It must be dinner time. Let's see if they come through quietly or if they're loud. Oh, Bodhi's so excited. What are you limping for? Oh gosh. Oh no! Somebody help! Send help! Send help!
Just said, don't knock it, Bodhi, and Bodhi knocks it.
Oh, can you turn it this way a little more? The chaos that is. Oh, and he went down. The finale, we're about to plate up. Beautiful. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh. Just literally waiting for that rice. Oh, you come on stream. You're going to say hello to the people?
Hey, guys.
Pick up the dog because I can't touch him. Yes, please do. He has been on stream once already, but I know that he would like to come back again. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, the chaos. The chaos. That is the real world, let us tell you. Woo, okay. Okay. All right, on a little side quest here, just if you haven't already, has anybody dove into the world that is the national parks of the USA? Because they just lost all of their funding and now all of their online accounts, oh my God, they are so unhinged. They are hilarious. So if you just want to like have a laugh and go down the national park talk, please do, because it is absolutely hilarious. Can you? No. The reality. Oh gosh. He was excited. The dog got very excited to see Connor and he had a little accident. That's what Connor is trying to tell everyone. And I'm trying to tell him to watch his words because he's saying it in a very not nice way. All right. Are we ready? We're so ready, aren't we? We're ready. All right. Oh, I need to dry this quickly. All right. All right. So we have, can you see it? There we go. Is it fluffy, yellow rice? How delightful. We have a dog. Don't cook the dog. That's so mean. All right. And now, look at that. How amazing. Dinner is served. Ladies and gentlemen, bon appetit, as they say, or bone apple teeth for your children. Thank you so much for joining me on tonight's stream with my guests. And as I said, if you haven't already, go down below, subscribe. You're going to try it, are you?
Do I get test on the thing? See how good it is?
Yeah, go on. Let's do that.
Give it to you.
Does that mean
It looks pretty good.
kid approved? There you go, mamas. There you go. Oh, he's actually going back for more. What do you think of the rice?
Even better.
Oh, amazing. I didn't pay him, I promise. I didn't pay him. But
Oh, look, I paid everything. Can I start getting paid if I say your food's good?
Oh, beautiful. All right, so there you have it. Nice and easy. It wasn't hard. We did it together, all together. And now he's going to go set the table. Thank you.
Oh, you said what's that?
Now, please join me next week. We will be back here next Monday night with another recipe. I do not know which one yet. I will figure it out on, oh, there we go, on the day. But please come and join me. And it's so distracting having children, let me tell you. That is the reality. You're distracting me.
I want to be in the stream.
Go sit down. Can you make the table? Thank you so much. Oh, fantastic. So anyway, wrapping up, we're done. We are done for tonight. We have made the curry. You have joined me. Thank you so much for your time and your energy tonight. I hope that you had fun. If you watch it on the replay, please pop something in the comments and just remember to go follow me over on socials. I'm on Instagram. I'm on everything at Hills Homestead Queen. But otherwise, I will see you next week.